Hello, everybody. My name is Vhahangwele Murovhi, also known as David from different places. Behind the camera, we have my gorgeous, my beautiful, my babushki. I call her a lot of names, man. My beautiful wife. I don't know what to say about her, man. There's a lot of words that best describe her. She is like the cherry on top of me. She gives me flavor. She gives me color. The fact that you see me smiling and doing what I do is because of her. But anyway, you don't sign in here to hear about her. But yes, she is in the background. She will be asking me questions and I will be answering her. I'll try to answer her as loyal and as honest as possible. Yeah, let's do this.
All right, so let's jump in. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
All right. My name is Vhahangwele. I was born in Chiridzini Hospital in Venda, but I spent most of my life here in Gauteng. I grew up in Tembisa, from Tembisa to Campton Park. Then most of my adult life here in Pretoria. I am a born again Christian. I love God. I serve the Lord. I am what we call here in the east of Pretoria a professional Christian. So, for those who don't know, professional Christians are people who work at the church. So, I work for a local church. I am a sound engineer. It is really a great honor because I get to work with the next gen, my favorite people. What's up? I know my slang just decides to disappoint me sometimes, but it's fine. They know back in our days, WhatsApp was the thing. I don't know what the kids are saying these days. I'm normally at the bed doing sound for them, and it is an ornament to just watch them worship and be able to be served. That's what I do for a living.
Awesome.
But yes, I was born again in 2011. I've been a Christian for a very long time. I don't know if that works counts as a very long time, but I was born again in 2011. And the story about how I got born again, I guess it will unfold as we go ahead. Just stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Just stay interested. I will some way tell you about how I got born again. It's very interesting. I'm telling you. Yes.
All right. Can you tell me a little bit about why you chose the name Kingdom Come for our podcast?
Yo, that is a very good question. I love the question. Kingdom Come was inspired by just the message that I had. One of the best preachers in the world in our generation, that is Dr. Miles Monroe, and it was literally just um, him talking about how he experienced the Holy Spirit in one of the sessions that he was going into, where he was. Where the Holy Spirit asked him before he got to stage, he was like, "So, what are you going to preach about?" And he said, "I'm going to preach about the gospel of Jesus Christ." And the Holy Spirit was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yes, I'm going to preach about the gospel of Jesus Christ." And then the Holy Spirit was like, "Do you mean the gospel that Jesus Christ preached?" And then I was like, "Wait, what do you mean? Is there a difference?" It's like, "There's clearly a difference there." It's like, wow. He didn't know that. And so basically, Jesus Christ came to preach the gospel, yes, but then the kingdom come conversation is basically to say that that is basically the how I would say the shelter or the covering of what Jesus Christ came to do. He didn't come to say, "Hey, receive me, it's all about me." No, he said, "It is through me that you get to access this part that I'm telling you about. That is the kingdom." So I think it is kingdom come because we want uh, people to understand that we will be talking about the kingdom living as believers. How do we do that on a daily basis?
All right. No, that sounds amazing. I like the concept. It is a bit to digest. It took me a while to digest that conversation, as I've originally been, but it's good to be focused on the kingdom. Tell me, what can our viewers expect when they're watching us?
It is going to be very, very exciting, very engaging. We are not going to be preaching to you. You already go to church. We're assuming that if you're going to be signing up to something like this, you already go to church. But the conversations that we're going to have is just bring in people who are living this kingdom reality in their day-to-day life. So what you can expect is a community where you can engage with people. It's like this example that somebody once made about penguins in the Atlantic, or whatever that place is called. It's like, for them to survive, because that place is always cold, they need to huddle up for them to be able to survive and live. And those penguins that decide to go on their own and not be part of a community, they struggle. They end up freezing and dying. So what happens is, the moment they huddle up together, those penguins, then together they generate heat because bodies are next to each other. So that's like that thing of saying that here in Kingdom Come, you will be walking side to side with other believers. It's not going to be us just sharing, but we'll have a platform where you guys can share your thoughts or ask questions that you want us to ask our guests, and just be able to engage with other Christians. The platform is there. We have a lot of space. We have a lot of potential. We just need you guys to join and say, hey, I want to be part of this movement, and be able to enjoy conversations with like minded people and speak about Jesus Christ and the Lord, our King.
Amazing. I love it. I think the last question I have, just to, shall we say, tickle the minds of few of our viewers. What is your favorite thing about being a part of a community? You mentioned about penguins. I want to know, can you even tell me a story of what community did for you as a new Christian, a learning Christian, a developing Christian, anything like that?
That is a very interesting question. I like how you bring levels to this whole thing of Christianity. Like, am I a new Christian, developed Christian, or developing? But I love that because it just creates a vibe. But what I love about this question is the fact that, for who I am a product of different people. I'm a product of different people investing in me, not just from the pulpit. Pulpit, everybody gets that, but I have, in my tertiary life, I was a person who was always around church people. People that I grew up with were people that I knew that we share the same values. And just to give you a story, I remember one of the times where I was struggling with just my faith. And I remember I was transitioning from Pretoria Central to the east of Pretoria. I was in between jobs at the time, and I remember a community of people standing together because I was going to an interview, luckily. But I didn't have the faith to pray about it. They're like, no, dude, pray about it. God is going to come through for you. I'm like, I it's, I don't know. I don't have the energy. I don't have the thing to pray. But I remember God setting up and bringing up a community of people who prayed for me. People who were very excited about me and the possibility of me getting a proper job that is going to provide for me, even a place where normally they're going to be paying me more than what they are actually receiving. And I was like, wow, this is very beautiful, because I was reminded of this whole story of Moses, and Aaron, like how, as the Israelites were busy traveling through the desert going into the promised land, when they were fighting different tribes, Moses would have his staff up, and what would happen is, because he was human, he would get tired and he would drop his hands, and what would happen, that the Israelites would start losing. And then what happens is, it was literally what happened to me in my life. The true, I remember community, what it did for me, it, in a time where I was dropping my staff and life was coming against me very hard, I saw people coming in and lifting my hands so that I can keep my hands up, so that the work of God happens. I am a product of community. I'm a product of people coming together. Not just people, but the church coming together to say, you know what? The church will raise you. I know there's a saying that says it takes a village to raise a child, but trust me, it took a church for me to raise this man. I'm not a child.
That means you're a child of God. So
Oh, yes, definitely. I am a child of God. That is true. Yes.
So what I'm thinking is just for a last fun question.
Fun.
Yeah. Just to as we finish.
And
Yeah, we do. Because I think that really explains the ethos of what we were going to do. I think just as a fun question, just so that people can get to know who you are. Can you tell us what your favorite snack is?
favorite snack. I love me. This ghost pops. These snacks, the red ones.
There you go. Nose.
I love those ones. They just fit in my mouth nicely. And the squash, the whole thing. It's just beautiful. I love it.
Awesome. That's all from us, right? Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
that's all from us.
Yeah, well, thank you guys. It is a pleasure and an honor to introduce myself to you guys. Sign up because you don't want to miss out on the great conversations that we are going to be having in this place. Join the community, be the first one to join the community, be the first follower so that when we start walking and providing and doing the things, come and walk with us, come and talk with us, come and live with us. That's the slogan of Kingdom Come. We walk it like we talk it. See you next week or next time, actually. Bye bye.